I know for a fact that my friend and I stopped a guy from getting scammed at a Starbucks earlier today. We're doing our homework, we're chit-chatting. And already before we got there, there was a guy with a computer with a slideshow and another, like, showing it to another guy at the Starbucks. Now I'm hearing that they're using words that I've heard my boyfriend talk about at work, and he's a financial planner. So I'm thinking, okay, so this has to do with money, and I know that for a fact. They're talking about getting certificates in 2 weeks, but I know that these types of certificates, which are the same ones my boyfriend's doing at work, take he's been taking months to do them, but he's talking about how this guy's gonna get them in 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, that seems kind of sketchy. They're talking about money, they're talking about all these things. Now he's starting to show him pictures of himself on a yacht, and he's like, yeah, our client is really rich, so he rewarded us by bringing us on his yacht, and that's me. And he just was his slideshow consisted of him on a yacht and him doing expensive things through whatever he was trying to talk this guy into doing. My friend goes to the bathroom, and now I'm really listening to what they're doing, and I see that the guy who's being scammed has his card in his hand and is inputting the numbers in this scammer's computer on the Starbucks Wi-Fi, keep in mind. So now I'm like, Mayday, Mayday. I text my friend and I go, listen, the guy beside us is getting scammed. Now we're both sitting in silence for the next 30 to 35 minutes, literally, obviously listening and watching whatever's going on about an inch away from us. And we're watching and we're listening and we're texting each other. And at some point we come to the consensus that we cannot leave until they're done, and we can pull this guy aside and say, you might be getting scammed. It sounds like you are. They get done talking, and then I get up and I go, hey, I'm sorry, do you mind if I just talk to you for a moment? And the guy that he's with stops, and he's looking at me too, but obviously I don't want to say it in front of this guy, because you'll scum of the earth if you're a scammer. So I pull him aside, I literally bring him to the bathroom, basically, because there's nowhere else, it's a small area, and I go, listen, you do whatever you want, obviously. I've just been listening and watching. I saw that you put your card information in this man's computer, and I just want to make sure, that you know that I think maybe you're getting scammed. I think it's sketchy. I think it's weird that you would have to put your information in his computer. I think it's weird that he's making you meet out of Starbucks. If he really had all this money, wouldn't he have an office? I think it's weird that he's, showing off pictures of him on yachts and things to you. It all is just not adding up. And I'm also, I explained, my boyfriend's doing these certificates, and, it's not just something that you do in 2 weeks. I don't know. I just think that, you're being promised a lot of things, and I feel this whole situation has been, kind of weird. My gut feels weird for you. So, that's it. And his response was, he didn't look shocked, which tells me he probably was, knowing. He's started to, worry. And he just said, yeah, I was going to make a phone call myself. I also know people who, have taken these exams, and I kind of understand, too, that it takes longer than 2 weeks. Anyway, all that to say, I just said, I'm trying to look out for you. Maybe I'm in the wrong, and I really hope I'm in the wrong, and you're, getting a really cool opportunity, but I think that this is really sketchy, and if I were you, I would look into it a lot more, because, why? And, anything you have to pay upfront for, I just don't understand. I just don't like it, and it doesn't seem legit to me. So anyway, needless to say, we walked out glaring at the scammer, and I'm more than sure it's a scammer, if I'm honest. It's just not right. Everything about it is not right to me. But you guys let me know. I think it was a pyramid scheme, and I'm set on that idea.